Hey Dio, this is your Armchair Critic, and let's talk about Minions. I mean, what what exactly can I tell you about this movie? It is exactly what you expect it to be. So this review will be unusually short. Um, Basically, what you know about the Minions are basically in this movie. There's not a whole lot to them. All I can really tell you about this movie is that I think the only real point of comparison with this is the Penguins of Madagascar, which came out last year. Which I like this better than that because I like the characters better. The Penguins were ridiculously organized, so that kind of took the drama off their situation. And the Minions are not organized, which makes their story a little less predictable. Minions is an origin story broken up into two parts. The first part I like, the second part not so much. The first part is their journey from the beginning of time all the way through the late 1960s. And in the first half of the movie, we see their journey from an amoeba state. This movie very much follows the evolutionary rather than biblical uh, origins of man. Excuse me. Where we learn that basically they came from an amoeba state where they had goggles before they had limbs, which is probably one of the funniest jokes in the movie. And as they tried to find their own place in the scheme of things, they learned that it was to be in service to someone, preferably someone who was evil. And so the first half of the movie is them searching for this, particularly from a trio, Kevin, Stuart, and Bob. And I'm not really giving anything away because all of the really great jokes from the first half of the movie are in the trailer. And it's just their search. Which is kind of curious because apparently the Minions live forever. And they're all males. Which explains why one of them falls in love with a fire hydrant. But then about halfway through the movie it settles down. This is a 90-minute movie. And it settles into a plot that takes place in 1968 London, where they are in service of a supervillain named Scarlet Overkill, voiced by Sandra Bullock. And they get involved in her plot. She wants to do something, and she wants to do something evil, and they find that they have to defeat her because she's not at all nice. She's not as nice to them as Gru was. The first half I liked because it was just a journey. The second half I didn't because it was plot driven and it kind of drugged the movie. I like the character Scarlet Overkill, but the second half, while it does have a nice flavor for London of the 60s, where we see the pop culture of influence of Warhol and the Beatles and the British rock and roll scene, it does drag. And that's where the movie kind of lost me a little bit into a third act that I thought was another one of those battles in the streets. I am getting so sick of that. I saw that in Avengers. I saw that in Penguins of Madagascar. I saw that in probably 30 other movies. I wish the movies would find a different way to go other than this, because this battle in the streets ending is so telegraphed. I mean, this is animation. And the best movie I've seen this year was Inside Out, which had a third act that really got into opened the world of this plot and really used the animated form. And last year, same thing with the Lego Movie, which the third act really just spun off into something really big and imaginative. I think that the problem here for me is that there's so many places it could go. Why not take the Minions instead of fighting with someone in the streets of London, just tearing down buildings and battle back and forth and this and that? Why not take them, around the world? Why not fling them through time, other dimensions, other multiverses, other movies? there's so many possibilities, and they just kind of go for the safe ending. But aside from that, I am recommending it. I do like the movie. It's funny. Your love for the movie really depends on how much you like the Minions in general, and I love the Minions. I think they're wonderful creatures. I think they're the best part of Despicable Me. I just wish that their adventure had been a little more original. I don't know. That's just me. I ask a lot of animation, but I don't think in this case I'm asking too much. The movie's cute and funny. Your kids will like it. It's not great, but it's fun. And really, I don't have a lot to say about this. So, let's talk about trailers. I got a handful of trailers this time. One of them was The Good Dinosaur, which is the next Pixar movie. Which I haven't seen the full trailer, but I saw the teaser, which is what this was. It tells me nothing. I don't even know what the plot is, so I really don't have a lot to say about it. I saw a trailer for a movie called, a really weird movie to go along with this, called Daddy's Home, which is a Will Ferrell movie, where he plays a stepdad, and he does battle with Mark Wahlberg, who's the kid's real father. And it's your standard Will Ferrell comedy. I have no idea what it's doing attached to Minions, but I really didn't have any interest in that one. The other one was Underdogs, which is a movie about a bunch of foosball men who get involved in a soccer match. It looks interesting, design-wise, story-wise. I'm not really sure. It just looks like a sports movie. I really didn't know what to make of that one. Gem and the Holograms, which I'm ashamed to admit that I used to watch this show. I'm not as upset about it as a lot of the fans are, that they've changed some information, but I don't know why this thing's live action when the animation is readily available. I didn't have an opinion about it one way or the other. It doesn't look like a movie made for me, so. Another one, and the last one was The Secret Life of Pets, which looked hilarious. As a pet owner, I have 2 Chihuahuas. As a pet owner, it looked hilarious. Even if the movie doesn't work, take a look at this trailer, because it's really great. Like I said, this is this is unusually short because I don't have a lot to say. But take the kids, go see Minions. Go see it even if you haven't. If you like the Minions, you're going to like this. It doesn't demand to be seen in the theater. See Inside Out first. That's the best movie of the year. See Inside Out, then go and see this. Because that movie's a lot better. But anyway, that's my thought on Minions. I got nothing else to say. See you next time.